I realized that what I was doing felt wrong. Men and women who are not mahram shouldn't be this close, even if it's just a friend. I enjoyed spending time with him, but this wasn't the right way. Okay, assalamualaikum everyone. As stated in the title of this video, is it okay if we as a Muslimah have a crush on a boy? Well, the answer can be yes or no. It really depends on how we choose to respond to that feeling. Please watch this video until the end so there won't be any misunderstandings. In this video, I'll mainly be sharing my personal experience about what it was like when I had feeling for a boy and how I chose to deal with them. Have I ever had a crush on a boy? The short answer is yes, I have. I think it's part of our fitrah as human beings to feel attracted. What determines whether it becomes sinful or not is the step we take afterward. I once really liked a man. He was really my type. He even matched every single criterion on my ideal man list. He was kind, polite, tall, handsome in my opinion, hafiz of the Quran with strong memorization, cat lover, disciplined, punctual, and came from a good family. And he's also a med student. Honestly, he was the full package of my dream man. What girl wouldn't be attracted to someone like that? Meeting him in the beginning made me think, so men like this actually exist. It felt almost too good to be true to really meet someone like him. Hopefully he never watched this video though, because I was so embarrassed if he did. And at that time, I had a huge crush on him. I tried to get to know him better, so I made the first move. It started with following each other on Instagram, but eventually our relationship became a closer friendship. My parents knew him and his mother even once gave me something. Long story short, it was fair to say that this felt like more than just friends. The man I once admired was not close to me. Seriously, that was what I kept thinking back then. But no matter how close we were, it was still only a friendship. Even until the day this video was made, I honestly don't know whether he felt the same way about me or not. I also didn't want to cross the line into dating. He even said that he wasn't the type who wanted to be in a relationship like that, and honestly, at that time I felt quite comfortable just being friends. As time passed and we grew closer, my feelings for him became deeper, and at the same time, my heart felt heavier when I began to realize that this wasn't how things should be. I started questioning my next step. If I confessed, what was I expecting? Dating? That wasn't possible. Marriage? That felt way too far off. So what would be the point of confessing if it wasn't for something serious? And if I continued this directionless relationship, where would it lead? And how long would it last? Eventually, I realized that what I was doing felt wrong. Men and women who are not mahram shouldn't be this close, even if it's just a friend. I enjoyed spending time with him, but this wasn't the right way. And slowly, after battling with my own thoughts, I decided to focus on myself first. We stayed friends, just not as close as before. After I did that, my heart hurt. I cried. Deep down, I wish we could stay as close as we used to be. It was hard to accept the reality that it seemed like I was the only one who had these feelings. It took a very long time for me to move on and really stop thinking about him. More than a year, such a long time to endure that pain. But I knew that staying in that kind of relationship for longer would be far more painful than what I was experiencing then. I chose to end it before everything grew deeper. I didn't want to use a way that wasn't pleasing to Allah. I cared about him and I didn't want to add to his sins either. Being close to him could also lead to unnecessary fitna. That's why I distanced myself, because I cared about him. I tried everything I could to remove him from my thoughts, and alhamdulillah, now I'm able to love myself more without placing my hopes in another human being. And my feelings for him now might still be there, but I've learned to let go and to work on myself, not to seek validation or his attention, but for my own growth. So from my story, I hope you can take the good lessons from it. There's nothing wrong with liking someone, because it's part of our future as human beings. Allah gives us the ability to feel love and affection for his creation. It's a natural law that cannot be denied. We also cannot choose who we fall for. But the question is, do we love someone for the sake of Allah or merely because of desire? If it's purely desire, we may end up walking path we shouldn't, like dating or even going further than that. But if we truly love someone for the sake of Allah, then keeping our distance, inshallah, it's the best choice. Hold onto those feelings and just wait for the right time for them to bloom. May we all be granted a love that doesn't take us away from Allah, but instead brings us closer to Him. If you have your own experiences or different perspectives, feel free to share them in the comments below. See you in the next video.